day everyone, I'm Agila Tunisa with the student number of P03240005, and in this video I will explain my translation process of a book review entitled How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. My explanations is divided into three phases, which is analyzing, transferring, and restructuring. So without further ado, just let's begin! The first phase is analyzing. In this phase, I focused on identifying unfamiliar words that were difficult to understand. So, the first word is profound. The word profound was unfamiliar to me. I found it kind of difficult because it cannot be understood literally and has an abstract meaning. Then, my strategies to understand its meaning is I looked up the meaning using an English dictionary, specifically the Cambridge Dictionary, and I also analyzed how the word is used in the sentence. The second word is deceitful. The word deceitful was also unfamiliar. This word carries a negative meaning related to dishonesty, which could be misunderstood if we do not analyze it carefully. Then, my strategies to clarify its meaning is I looked up the meaning using the Cambridge Dictionary, and I also examined the context of the sentence. The second phase is transferring. So, in this phase, I focused on transferring the meaning from source language, which is English, to target language, which is Indonesian, while also maintaining naturalness. The first one is timeless. The literal translations of timeless is abadi, but I think it sounded stiff and less natural in Indonesians, and the strategy that I used is adaptations by using a more natural and commonly used in Indonesian expressions, and I also looking for references. And then my final translations is tak lekang oleh waktu. The second word is self-growth. So the literal translations of self-growth is pertumbuhan diri, but the literal translation sounds unnatural and is rarely used in Indonesians. And the strategy that I used is borrowing by retaining the original English terms to maintain familiarity and natural usage. Because I also found some references that Indonesian articles is still using self-growth instead of translating it literally. So my final translations is self-growth. The next term is self-help. The literal translations of self-help is bantuan diri, but it is uncommon and may confuse Indonesian readers. So the strategies that I used is borrowing by keeping the original English term, and I also looking for references, and then I found out that a lot of articles in Indonesian, they were still using self-help instead of using the literal translations, which is bantuan diri. So my final translations is self-help. The next one is navigating human relationships. The literal translations is menavigasi hubungan antar manusia, but it felt awkward and unnatural in Indonesia. And then the strategies that I use is paraphrasing by replacing the metaphorical verb with a more natural equivalent in Indonesia. And I also found some references, and then I also tried to search menavigasi in Google, but it shows something like about menavigasi arah, menavigasi kapal, perahu, something like that. So I think it's not really suitable in this context. So that's why I searched for the synonym of menavigasi, which is mengelola and etc. And then I choose mengelola. And my final translations is mengelola hubungan antar manusia. The last one is active listening. So the literal translations is mendengarkan aktif, but it felt unnatural in Indonesians. So the strategies that I use is paraphrasing with expansions. So at first, I just want to add secara into mendengarkan aktif, so it became mendengarkan secara aktif. But then I also looking for references, and it shows up that they're also using mendengarkan secara aktif, but they're also using expansions, which is they added dan penuh perhatian. So I decided that my final translation is becoming mendengarkan secara aktif dan penuh perhatian. The last phase is restructuring. So, in this phase, I focus on adapts the transferred meaning from the source language into the target language to make it natural, acceptable, and understandable. The first one. So the source text, it says Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People is a timeless classic in the realm of self-growth. So the literal translations, it says buku Dale Carnegie berjudul How to Win Friends and Influence People adalah karya klasik abadi di bidang pengembangan diri. And my final translations is How to Win Friends and Influence People karya Dale Carnegie merupakan karya klasik yang tak lekang oleh waktu dalam bidang self-growth. So the first one, the difference is that my structure, at first I said the title first and then said about karya Dale Carnegie. But the literal translations, it said about Dale Carnegie first and then the title of the book. And also, the literal translations, it used abadi, but I changed it into tak lekang oleh waktu. And then instead of using pengembangan diri, I'm still using the self-growth. The second one, in the source text, it sounds written in a clear, engaging style. It is one of my favorite self-help books as it provides invaluable insights into understanding and navigating human relationships. And in the literal translations, it sounds ditulis dengan gaya yang jelas dan menarik. Buku ini adalah salah satu buku pengembangan diri favorit saya karena memberikan wawasan yang sangat berharga dalam memahami dan menavigasi hubungan antar manusia. But my final translations is, dengan gaya penulisan yang sangat lugas dan menarik, buku ini menjadi salah satu buku self-help favorit karena menawarkan wawasan yang sangat berharga dalam memahami dan mengelola hubungan antar manusia. So it feels more natural. And then the last one is from the source text. It sounds like this. While these concepts may seem obvious, Carnegie's articulations and real-life examples illuminate their profound impact. So in the literal translations, it sounds like this. Walaupun konsep-konsep ini terlihat jelas, artikulasi Carnegie serta contoh kehidupan nyata menerangi dampaknya yang mendalam. And my final translations becomes, meskipun konsep-konsep ini tampak sederhana, cara Carnegie menguraikannya melalui contoh-contoh nyata dari kehidupan sehari-hari membantu pembaca memahami dampaknya secara lebih mendalam. And my final translations, it sounds more natural instead of the literal translations. And now we're moved to the last part, which is the final translations. How to Win Friends and Influence People karya Dale Carnegie merupakan karya klasik yang tak lekang oleh waktu di bidang self-growth. Dengan gaya penulisan yang lugas dan menarik, buku ini menjadi salah satu buku self-help favorit karena menawarkan wawasan yang sangat berharga dalam memahami dan mengelola hubungan antar manusia. Carnegie menyajikan prinsip-prinsip yang sederhana dan praktis untuk membangun komunikasi yang efektif serta membantu menciptakan hubungan yang harmonis. Buku ini menekankan pentingnya empati, kemampuan mendengarkan secara aktif dan penuh perhatian, serta ketertarikan yang tulus terhadap orang lain. Meskipun konsep-konsep ini tampak sederhana, cara Carnegie menguraikannya melalui contoh-contoh nyata dari kehidupan sehari-hari membantu pembaca memahami dampaknya secara lebih mendalam. Namun, beberapa kritikus berpendapat bahwa buku ini cenderung mendorong perilaku manipulatif atau perubahan yang hanya terjadi di permukaan, alih-alih self-improvement yang sesungguhnya. Meski demikian, dengan pendekatan yang lebih seimbang, buku ini justru menekankan kekuatan kebaikan, apresiasi, dan pemahaman dalam dinamika hubungan interpersonal, bukan manipulasi yang bersifat manipul. Buku ini memiliki jumlah halaman sebanyak 317 halaman dengan harga kurang lebih Rp250.000 dengan tahun terbit 2022 dalam edisi terbaru, dan saatnya mendapatkan buku ini di toko kesayangan Anda. In conclusions, the analyzing, transferring, and restructuring phases helped me produce an accurate and natural Indonesian translations. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching.